Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. Hey, this one another Obunga headline. I carry come give on out this morning, and it is titled "Consequences of a Stolen Mandate." This one is referring to the APC and their president, and also the president of the Fulani control government of the federal government of Nigeria. According to my people in across the border, they say it is Nigeria, not Nigeria. Well, my good people of Biafra, my good people of Nigeria, and also the world at large, I don't carry a better salute. The true give honor this very Tuesday morning. Anyway, one of the headlines where we get here is part of the prophecies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said this in some couple of years ago, but nobody seems to understand why that young man is very, very busy crying, shouting on top of his voice. So, say, make on see what will happen in future. People do not value him. They discarded him. They throw him like a trash. A lot of people are still bashing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu up to death. But in contrary, when you look very well, you find out that the prophecies of that very particular young man, all of them is gradually coming to fruition, according to my Oyibo people. Make gonna see what thing that happen. The chairman and the chief executive officer and also the head of Boko Haram we have in Nigeria, nobody can tell me that they don't know that Ali Sharif Shetima is the one that have been sponsoring Boko Haram in Nigeria. He's the one that bring this Boko Haram when he was a governor of Borno State. He is the one that is at the helm of affairs of this Boko Haram, simply because they want to dealt with the Goodluck Jonathan regime or administration. That is how they concocted with El-Rufai and the rest of the other cabals to do set up this gang or this militia group that have been ravaging the economy of the country today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shouted about this some couple of years ago and said, look at what these people are planning. They want to Islamize Nigeria and they want to a jihadist agenda. Nobody sees it as if it is true, but during the era of Buhari, the thing began to manifest. It began to manifest little by little. When you talk about this present administration, what they will tell you is that if Tinubu cannot Islamize his family, the wife Olulemi Tinubu, then how can he come and Islamize Nigeria? And I ask you a simple question. Back then, I have already brought this news to the hearing of my people, but nobody answered that question. Is it every family that the man is the head of the house? There are some men they correct better slap for when they go their home, no matter how strong you are. Samson is one of the strongest according to what the Bible says, but Delilah humbled him. So if he cannot Islamize his wife, that means the wife now him be the head of the family in his home, despite the fact that he is the main jagaban of the people. It happens. Yes. A lot of men. I mean, when I talk about men, who is this? What do they call him? George Bush. I believe they call him without Hillary Clinton. Now them be the decision makers at home, and I don't go tell the man what the man go do. So this man now, this headline now, what I want here now, my dear brothers, if you know share this message, you are not a good Nigerian. Shetima is planning to build a construction of Fulani colonies in all the whole 36 states of the Federation, including the Federal Capital Territory. Do you know what it means? Inviting Fulanis all over the world. Oh, this one is not a Nigerian Fulanis. If you check very well, the problem we are having in Nigeria today is not Fulani from Nigeria, it's not headers from Nigeria. It's people that even in your backyard, they can't even speak a single any like Nigerian language. Nigeria don't have Fulani as their language. That is the people they want to come to build all the whole colonies all over the 36 states. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was busy shouting this in years back. Nobody hears him. Now it's beginning to unfold little by little. Make una calm down. And I think saying that Tinubu na the rule. So everybody declare they can shout Jagaban. Make una Nigeria is about to witness the history of their life. PDP kicks against Shetima's proposed construction of Fulani colonies in Benue and other states in of the Federation. Ugo Chinyere for tribunal judgment accuses Hope Uzodinjo of masterminding legal coup. According to the palliatives, Enugu State don't come out to, they don't reduce the criteria for people who go be beneficiaries of that very particular regard. I mean, the sharing of the palliatives from the Fulani government of Nigeria. Anyway, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, I beg, we're about to take off now. Help me like, share, comment, and also subscribe to my channel for better videos. And anything you don't understand on my video, or anything that is not clear to you, please ask questions, and I will gladly to answer you at the comment section. Let us go straight to the reason why we are here. It is a well-known fact that the current president of Nigeria, or president of Fulani, or president of APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC, did not win the February 25th, 2023 Nigeria presidential selection. That is why Peter Gbege Obi of the Labour Party and Atiku Abubakar of the PDP took him to the Election Petition Tribunal. The mandate was stolen from Peter Obi, and he has promised to take back his stolen mandate. Hence, the Election Tribunal, if anyone follows the tribunal proceedings, you will observe that Peter Obi has enough evidence to prove his case beyond every reasonable doubt. Still, the big question is, will he get justice? The justice have been served. The justice cannot serve in a la carte, according to Gbege. Tinubu took over power on May 29, 2023. Since then, he has made a lot of policies which, by implication, are against the poor masses. Policies like removal of fuel subsidy, increase of school fees of unity schools, students' loan with stringent conditions, increase in electricity tariff, and so on and so forth. Due to these harsh policies, there was a nationwide protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress on August 2 of 2023. As I speak, Nigerian resident doctors are on strike. No policy was made on how to revive moribund industries and refineries. Nigerians have 3 or 4 not working dead refineries in Kaduna, Port Harcourt, and Warri. None is a functioning one. The Nigerian government prefer to import fuel instead of refining their own crude oil. They take it to another country to refine and later import the refined product back to Nigeria. What a country. Is this a country that wants to succeed? And the answer is what everybody knows is no. Refineries are functional. Ordinary citizens will benefit because there will be employment. Hence, poverty alleviation will reduce. The same thing goes for revitalizing moribund industries. Suppose industries like Golden Guinea Breweries, Umaya, Aba Textile Mills, Aba Glass Industry, and International Equitable, all in Abia State, are functioning. You can imagine how many people will be employed in those companies. Unfortunately, the plight of the people is the least of Tinubu's concern, because he knows he was not elected by the people. Rather, he worked his way into the presidential position, according to the writer. Another ugly consequences of stolen mandate is tribalism and favoritism. Out of the 48 ministerial appointees of the president of the Fulani government of Nigeria, only the mandatory 1 per state, are from the southeast. The majority are from the southwest, the president's zone, and the rest are from the north. Even though there was increase in the number of ministers or ministries, 48 against 42 in the previous administration, the southeast got the least number. Only five. Haneze has lamented against the number given to the southeast, but their lamentation did not make any impact. Their mourns did not start today. They complained during Buhari's administration, but nothing happened. The marginalization of the southeast will only stop if Nigeria disintegrates. Abba Kyari, a well-known criminal and drug dealer, has been released from prison. Sunday Igboho, a Yoruba Nation activist, was granted freedom. However, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is still in detention, even though a court of competent jurisdiction has discharged and acquitted him. Can you imagine that? Anyway, the tribunal has not ended. I hope the judges will do the needful by giving impartial judgment. But the question is, now, why the delay? The tribunal has lasted longer than expected, so they should not try anything funny to avoid what is happening in Niger Republic. It has already happened. and there's nothing. I mean, there's no going back on it. Well, PDP don't kick against the proposed construction of Fulani colonies in Benue and all the rest of the 36 states of the Federation. The Benue State chapter of the People's Democratic Party PDP has kicked against the proposed Vice President Kashim Shettima to build Fulani colonies in the state and others. Okute News records that the so-called Vice President has last week disclosed at a public function in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, that the present administration had approved the construction of 1,000 houses in Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Niger, and Benue states, with all the ancillary facilities of schools, clinics, veterinary clinics, and ranches for the Fulani community. Under the CM, very soon it will come down to the southeast. However, the PDP in the state has called on the governor, Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia, for exclude Benue from the list of the said housing construction. In a statement issued on Monday by the party's publicity secretary, Bamba Lotom, the PDP asserted that they are sure the Benue people will reject the plan, rightly because establishing Fulani colonies is like a deadly serious nature in their land. The party recalled that the last administration of the state under the PDP and former governor Samuel Ortom had rejected the proposal federally. Hence, the incumbent governor should rise to the occasion of rejection as well. According to them, unlike other beneficiary states with sizable Fulani populations and more than enough land, Benue State lacks the land mass for such projects as Fulani colonies. The PDP submitted, in other words, in those other states, it could be natural to have such colonies where a Fulani population is already in sight and which would seamlessly be accommodated therein. Benue has no such indigenous Fulani population with land holdings which where such a colony could be established. Secondly, it is unjust and ultimately insensitive to have a colony established for the Fulani with all the facilities for modern living in the state where victims of genocidal atrocities committed by those same Fulani are still displaced from their lands and means of livelihood and living in subhuman conditions in camps which bear semblance to the concentration camps of Nazi Germany during Second World War. The promise by Vice President Osibanjo has not been fulfilled to this moment, and the displaced persons in the IDP camps are still even to date being attacked and killed by the same Fulani herdsmen right there in the camps, and dare not venture near their plundered and desolate ancestral lands to scavenge for food. Have you seen it? Nobody is talking about the displaced people in Benue State. More than 3,000 to 4,000 families have been displaced from their ancestral lands. The only thing the so-called Vice President of the Fulani government of Nigeria or APC is interested in is how to build colonies in the same state that people have not been living in their ancestral land. What a pity. Ugo Chinyere, Imo, Fourth Tribunal judgment accuses Hope Uzodenjo of legal coup and masterminding. The member representing Idato North and South of Federal Constituency, Honorable Ikenga Imo Ugochinyere, has declared that the judgment of the Imo State National and the State House of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal, which removed him, contradicted the positions of the law. According to him, Ugochinyere, who is the chairman House Committee on Petroleum Downstream, in his reaction to the judgment said, despite the obvious positions of law, the tribunal did what it did. He referred to the Section 285 of the 1999 Constitution, which he said made the case of the All Poverty Congress APC against his nomination April election matter. According to him, such April election suit can only be heard or determined by the Federal High Court and not the Election Petition Tribunal. Further faulting the verdict, Ugochinyere Imo insisted that only a political party is vested with local standing to file a pre-election matter when dispute on nomination affects its own candidates. No be Nigeria. Nigeria na the place where we say at the federal level, the same case, they will judge it, turn it upside down. At the state level, it will be another different judgment. At the local level, another different judgment. The same case, the same election petition case. Further countering the tribunal's verdict, Ugochinyere cited the Supreme Court judgment marked SC/CV/501/2023, in which the Apex Court described a political party that files a suit to challenge the nomination of a candidate of another party as a nosy busybody and meddlesome interloper, then challenged it at the Supreme Court. He contended that while the Supreme Court had held on several occasions that no court of law can entertain a suit involving internal affairs of another political party, the tribunal went ahead and removed him based on a faulty petition by the APC candidate Abazu Chika Benson. Ugochinyere alleged that Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinjo was behind the tribunal's verdict, which he described as a legal coup. He declares his readiness to win the supplementary pool ordered by the tribunal. Hope Uzodinjo should know that we will never bow. Imo will win and Idato will win. Let me state it clearly to Hope Uzodinjo: the outcome of whatever happens in this House of Representatives election will not define who Ikenga Imo really is. It has never been a do or die fight, but be rest assured that I will give it my best shot, and my best shot has always been on the side of the people, sanctioned by God. It is right time they start to call God, right? I bet we're gonna call Amadion. We are coming to Imo for campaigns. When we come down Ndimo, we see that nothing has happened in the past 4 years except using the common patrimony of the people to massage the over-bloated ego of an under-serving emperor who will soon be voted out of the people, by the people, Abazu won only one polling unit out of the 346 polling units in the Idato Federal Constituency, and that is a person you want to make reps member. Heroes do not run on smooth ground. They make their setback, but they triumph by clinching the ultimate victory. In all these jokes from Hope Uzodinjo, we have remained the victors, backed by the immeasurable love of God and support of our people. Tomorrow we tell, according to Ugochinyere. The tribunal ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to, within 90 days, conduct a supplementary election in the constituency. So, my wonderful people, now here we go take a leave on now. We're coming back again with another blockbuster. Do your own part as I'm doing my own part by sharing this message, liking, commenting, and subscribing for a better experience and a better video in the next broadcast. Have a nice day. May the good Lord bless you all, the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, as we all put hands together to make this ministry work. Bye for now, my wonderful people. Kemesia.